Liam Carter wasn't unhappy. At least, that's what he told himself on the quiet nights, lying beside his husband in a bed that somehow never felt full. Daniel, dependable and responsible, had always been the steady anchor in Liam's life. But lately, that steadiness felt more like distance. Daniel was away again, some tech conference in Seattle. He had texted Liam that morning, "Don't forget to water the plants. Love you." Liam replied with a thumbs-up emoji. That had become the rhythm of their marriage. Efficient, polite, emotionally silent. In the silence of the apartment, Liam found small comfort in the presence of Noah Bennett, his roommate for the past 6 months. Noah had moved into the second bedroom after a roommate ad on Craigslist. He was younger by 2 years, with a warm laugh and a quiet intuition that unnerved Liam at times. Noah noticed things Daniel hadn't noticed in years. "Did you skip lunch again?" Noah asked one evening, setting a bowl of noodles in front of Liam without waiting for an answer. Liam smiled. "You always feed me like a stray cat. You always forget to eat." Noah replied with a shrug, collapsing onto the couch beside him. They watched a movie together, like they did on most nights when Daniel was away. Liam never meant to spend so much time with Noah, but something about the warmth he brought into the apartment made Liam feel less alone, and in a quiet way, less forgotten. That week, Liam's bedroom was being repainted. A leak from the ceiling had left one wall damp and streaked with peeling paint. The contractor said it would take 3 days to dry. Liam had planned to sleep on the living room couch, but it was narrow and lumpy. The night the storm hit, power went out around midnight. Rain battered the windows. The heater shut down, and the temperature dropped. "You're going to freeze out here," Noah said, emerging from his room in sweatpants and a hoodie. "I'll be fine," Liam replied, already curled up with a blanket. Noah looked at him for a long second. "Look, it's not weird. We're both adults. Just crash in my bed. It's king-sized. You can have your side. Just one night." Liam hesitated. "Okay, just one night." Noah's room was warmer. The bed was neatly made, soft sheets, and the faint smell of cedar from his cologne. They slid under the covers without looking at each other. Liam faced one side. Noah faced the other. A respectful foot of space between them. But sometime in the early hours of the morning, Liam stirred. His arm was draped across Noah's chest. Their legs were tangled together. He didn't even remember how it had happened. Noah's breath was steady, slow. He was still asleep. Liam didn't move. For the first time in months, he felt held. The alarm buzzed just after 6. Liam woke with a start, quickly untangling himself and rolling to his side. Noah shifted slightly, opening one eye. "Morning." Noah mumbled. "Sorry," Liam said quickly. Sitting up, "I must have, moved around." "It's okay," Noah replied, voice thick with sleep. "You were warm." They didn't speak more about it. Liam got up, made coffee, and returned to his routine. But the moment stayed with him. How natural it had felt. How easy. And worse, how good. That evening, Daniel called. They talked about Daniel's presentation, about a hotel mix-up. Not once did he ask Liam how he was doing. After the call, Liam stood by the window, watching the rain start again. Behind him, Noah sat on the couch, flipping through a photography book. "You okay?" Noah asked, not looking up. Liam didn't answer. He just nodded and joined him on the couch again. They didn't talk much that night. The silence between them was different now. Heavier, charged. They had shared a bed. Just once. But that wasn't what haunted Liam. It was a way he had woken up, safe, wanted, seen. And the worst part? He missed it already. Liam didn't sleep well the next few nights. Back on the lumpy couch, wrapped in blankets, he tried to shake the memory of Noah's breathing beside him, the way his arm had instinctively found its place around someone who wasn't his husband. He avoided Noah more than usual, leaving early for work, staying late at the office, pretending he had errands to run. But avoidance only deepened the ache inside, and the silence at home with Daniel returning hadn't helped. Daniel was home that Friday night. He brought takeout, placed it on the table, and scrolled through his emails during dinner. Liam tried to start a conversation, Asked about Seattle, the conference, the food. Daniel gave short answers, distracted, tapping away on his phone even as Liam cleared the plates. That night, they lay in bed, side by side, not touching. Daniel rolled away and fell asleep almost instantly. Liam stared at the ceiling. He remembered how it felt when Noah turned toward him in his sleep, how their bodies had fit together without effort. The next day, Daniel had to head back out again, this time to visit his mother out of town. Another 2 days alone. Noah was waiting in the kitchen when Liam returned from work that night, sipping a beer and scrolling through photos on his camera. He looked up, cautious. "You've been avoiding me," Noah said softly. "I've just been busy," Liam replied, opening the fridge though he wasn't hungry. Noah stood. "If I crossed the line that night, I'm sorry. I know you're married. I wasn't trying to make it weird." Liam shut the fridge and looked at him. "You didn't cross a line." Noah tilted his head. "Then what's going on?" Liam didn't know how to explain it. That something so simple, shared sleep, a quiet breath, warmth in the middle of the storm, could leave such a crater in his chest. That night, Liam fell asleep on the couch again. Around midnight, he heard a soft knock. Noah stood there in boxers and a faded t-shirt. "Can't sleep," he said. "Made some tea." Liam followed him into the kitchen. They sat at the counter in silence, drinking from mismatched mugs. Outside, the wind rattled the windows again. "You look tired," Noah said. "I am. You know you can talk to me, right?" Liam looked up at him. "It's not that easy." Noah smiled faintly. "No, it never is." Later, as they stood in the hallway, neither moved toward their rooms. The space between them felt fragile, sacred. Liam leaned against the wall, tired from more than just lack of sleep. "I think about that night more than I should," he admitted quietly. Noah's voice dropped. "Me too." Their eyes locked. Neither of them moved at first, but the silence between them trembled with something unspoken and irresistible. Liam leaned in, slowly, hesitantly. Their lips met, soft at first, a whispered kiss. Then again, deeper, like they'd been waiting for this far longer than either wanted to admit. Noah pulled him closer. The kiss became breathless, Liam's hands finding Noah's face, fingers tangling in his hair. It wasn't just passion, it was desperation, comfort, confusion all at once. They didn't make it to a bed. The floor of the living room became a confession booth. Clothes fell away. Words weren't needed. Liam's breath hitched against Noah's neck. Noah whispered Liam's name like a promise. It wasn't just sex. It was need. It was two people trying to feel whole again. Afterward, they lay tangled together, heartbeat to heartbeat. Liam felt Noah's fingers run slowly along his back, calming him. It should have felt wrong. Instead, it felt like oxygen. But morning came with reality. Sunlight poured into the room too brightly. Liam was already dressing by the time Noah stirred. "You're leaving?" Noah asked, still half asleep. Liam didn't meet his eyes. "I need some air." "You okay?" "No," Liam whispered. "I don't think I am." He walked out the front door, the weight of what he'd done pressing against his chest. The silence in the streets couldn't quiet the noise in his head. His phone buzzed. A message from Daniel. "Call me when you wake up. Miss you." Liam stared at it. He had woken up in Noah's arms again, just like before. But this time, they hadn't just shared a bed. They had shared something that couldn't be undone. Liam didn't go home that night. He wandered the streets for hours, hoping the cold night air would dull the guilt rising inside him. Every time he closed his eyes, he felt Noah's hands, heard the quiet way he had said his name. And then Daniel's text again. "Miss you." The words made his stomach churn. He couldn't say he hadn't meant for it to happen. He had. Not at first, but somewhere between the stolen glances and the soft conversations in the dark, something inside him had leaned in. When he finally returned the next morning, the apartment was quiet. Noah wasn't in the living room. The door to his bedroom was closed. Liam stood in the kitchen for a long time, staring at nothing, just listening to the refrigerator hum. He didn't knock. He didn't say a word. That evening, Daniel came back early. Liam heard the keys in the door, the click of his shoes on the tile. For a moment, He panicked. He wanted to confess everything. Then he wanted to lie. Then, more than anything, he wanted to disappear. Daniel dropped his bag near the door. "Hey," he said, walking over and placing a quick kiss on Liam's cheek. Liam flinched without meaning to. Daniel paused. "Everything okay?" Liam forced a smile. "Yeah, just tired." Daniel didn't push. He unpacked, ordered dinner, talked about his mother's garden and how she still didn't approve of the city. Liam nodded, smiled, responded in half sentences. Later that night, as Daniel showered, Liam's phone buzzed. A message from Noah. "I'm sorry. I know this is messed up. I won't bring it up again." Liam stared at the words. His fingers hovered over the screen, but he didn't reply. He deleted the message, but not the memory. The next day, Liam came home to find Daniel sitting on the edge of the bed, holding something in his hands. A printed photo of one of Noah's. It was Liam, asleep on the couch, the afternoon sunlight spilling across his face. The image was intimate, quiet, captured like a secret. Daniel didn't look angry. He looked hollow. "Did you sleep with him?" he asked, his voice calm, but shaking just under the surface. Liam froze. "Where did you get that?" "It was in the printer tray. I was looking for ink. Just tell me the truth." Liam sat down slowly. The room felt like it was closing in. "Yes." Daniel blinked. "Once. No tears. Just silence." "For how long?" "It wasn't a thing. It just happened. Once." Daniel laughed bitterly. "It never just happens, Liam. I didn't plan it. I was lonely. You were never here. You never saw me." "I saw you every day, Liam," Daniel snapped, his voice rising now. "I just thought you were okay. You never said anything. I didn't know how." Daniel stood up, gripping the photo tighter. "I thought we were solid. I thought, God, I never imagined I'd be the one not enough for you." "I'm not blaming you," Liam said, standing too. "But something broke between us, and neither of us wanted to admit it." They stared at each other in the stillness. No more words left to defend, no apologies to make. Daniel left the apartment 2 days later. Not permanently, at least not yet. He said he needed space. Time. Liam didn't stop him. Weeks passed. The apartment felt like a museum. Frozen in the moment, everything had fallen apart. Noah barely spoke to Liam. He was polite, distant. Their laughter had vanished. Their late-night tea moments became separate silences behind closed doors. One evening, Liam finally knocked on Noah's door. He stood there, unsure what to say. "I just wanted you to know," Liam began. "Daniel knows." He left. Noah nodded. "I figured." Liam hesitated. "I didn't mean for any of this to happen." "I know," Noah said softly. "But it did." "I don't regret you." Noah looked at him then, eyes tired. "I regret hurting someone who didn't deserve it, even if he was distant." Liam swallowed. "So what now?" "I think we stop pretending that love is supposed to fix everything. Sometimes it just breaks us open." Liam stood in the hallway long after Noah closed the door. That night, he slept alone in his cold room, the sheets unfamiliar, the silence suffocating. He reached for comfort, but there was no one there. In the final voiceover, Liam would say, "We told ourselves it was just one night, but we kept waking up in each other's arms, again and again, and somewhere along the way, we forgot which version of love we were trying to protect. One ended. The other never fully began. And now, I sleep alone." And for the first time, he let himself feel the weight of that truth.